Calxiyn and Hunter here. If you guys enjoyed this video, you guys should become patrons over on Patreon to support the channel. Subscribe, all of that sort of stuff. Follow us on social media.
Subscribe, get your issue. I forgot the rest of that Snoop Dogg song when he says, subscribe, get your issue. When the pimp's in the crib, ma papa like it's hot. Anyways.
I don't know what you're talking about, Hunter.
It's a song. It's absolutely a song.
I am very
So last
sure.
episode was an excellent episode.
Very excellent. Toph is the best.
Now you have Zuko
Holy
alone.
shit. Zuko alone is gonna make me cry. I don't know if you guys have seen our Dr. Stone reaction by now, but our Dr. Stone reaction made me cry. Like, I had tears in my eyes.
Oh, you were screaming.
All the way through.
This has been a couple of very emotional episodes for
And then
you.
after this, it's the chase, which is like, hello. Wow, they keep doing this previously things? Oh, this was a long previously ago. Okay.
I am voiced by Mark Hamill.
Oh, boy. Wow! Well... Oh, Jesus. I remember that.
I have the power of angst on my side.
I don't need heart. I have steel. Which, if you guys didn't watch our other videos, you will not understand. Anyways.
Zuko alone. Now, there are things that I can say about this episode, but I'm going to wait for you to see it.
Sure.
Ooh.
Is this like the Camp episode where David was in the woods all by himself? That's what I'm getting
I don't
so
know
far.
if that's necessarily the case. Ooh.
Hello.
Rickety bridge, rickety bridge. Oh my, oh my, that's a rickety bridge.
Ostrich horse grunts. Did you see that caption?
Wow, the smells? Uh-oh.
Sniffs.
What are you smelling? I got heart
Well, there's a
palpitations.
fire, so...
Pregnant wife.
But she's pregnant! You can't kill
he
them!
doesn't.
Put it away!
Is this
Put
him
it
being
away!
moral?
I mean,
Wow, he
I
has
think
very
Zuko
thin
had morals
cheekbones.
before.
Oh, so there was a war here. What with that disc on the ground? You can assume. Oh,
Oh,
wow.
are all those discs like markers, grave markers, like
no,
for
not
the
grave markers.
Earthbenders?
Those are the things the Earthbenders fight with.
Oh.
So there was a battle there.
Oh.
I forgot about that. That's an excellent shot.
Mom, no! She, like, went away. Mom fucked off. Like, we asked a couple episodes ago, I was like, so what? Where's Zuko's mom? So I feel like she fucked off, or she died, or something like that. I don't know. Loaded dice.
Oh, punched
This
him
is
in
not
both.
a good place to be.
Punched him in both nipple.
A cold meal? That's a waste of an egg!
That's a total waste of an egg. Oh, they think it's him that did it? Why does he have like a Thor hammer? I'd rather eat it.
That's funny.
Support.
He didn't do anything! And this guy can't, I guess he can't spare it.
Kicks him.
Well, it's your fault! Are you gonna do something? Oh, that's nice!
Aw. You saved my ass from being brutalized by
his poor tummy hurts.
Oh my god, is that a punk? Oh, look at those boys! Ah!
They're pig sheep
I want
and stuff.
so many of them. I want so many of them.
What the hell?
Pig everything.
Okay, that's not... Oh.
Ooh.
Wow, will Zuko save this town?
Oh.
But they're gonna hear his fucking stomach.
I love it.
Oh,
I'm
he
not
agrees
even
anyway.
letting you. But he needs to feel like he works for his meal.
Oh,
I
that's
suppose.
why. It's a man thing,
Oh wow,
I guess.
you're useless.
I was just gonna say that. Farther. Oh, this guy reminds me of Max. Like Goofy's son, Max. I like this guy. Like, this guy reminds me of Hazel a little bit for some reason. Like, I don't
deep,
know.
gruff voice.
There's just
God,
something.
are you a worthless carpenter, bud? Uh-oh.
Oh, no!
Who is this?
Mom!
She got some...
Oh!
This episode's been very good for adorable animals.
Oh!
Why would you be like your psychopathic?
Oh, no! Is he okay? This duck is like, fuck you! Your actions have consequences.
You dumbass.
Well, he learned it from his older sister,
Whoa.
so really it's their fault.
I think his sister is younger than him.
Oh.
Aw.
She's dead. That's so sad. There's no way she's alive.
Oh, look, it's all
Oh,
of them
and
on
she's
their
cartwheel. Wow, she's really good. Oh, what? Hey, that's not nice. Oh, they're all playing together. Oh, but he's with Mom.
Oh, babe.
Oh, she has a crush on him. Maya has a crush on him.
Oh. Hello.
Oh, I guess Zuko stays away being the heir and stuff like that. Oh! But without killing them, please.
Oh, shit. Why are you such an asshole?
Mood. Mhm.
Bitches, am I right?
There is no war in Boston State. That's the only
look at
thing I
young
know is
Spry.
memes. He looks the exact same, Hunter. Like,
Oh.
what?
Making jokes about birding people.
Aww.
Oh, no.
Oh, Azula must be like, fuck you! I want a sword! Oh. That's Grandpa. Oh, okay. She doesn't like
God,
the doll.
she's got anger issues.
I mean,
I
she
forgot
wants to
about
be
that scene.
a badass.
Uh-oh.
Clearly, she wants,
like
you know,
black and white.
understand what I'm saying? Like, she wants to get daggers from the war. Oh, no. Why do y'all have to mess with his stuff? The dagger looked
Yep.
smaller
He
when it
opened
was
his
in
eyes.
little Zuko's hand compared to how it looks in his hands, or is that not the same dagger?
What do you mean,
'Cause,
dagger?
okay, so he got a dagger
Yeah.
from Uncle Iroh, and
Yeah.
I thought those were the daggers, but
Oh.
no, there's two, and they're...
No, those are the swords that he has when
Oh.
he's the blue spirit.
Oh.
How is it that maybe you'd be a better fire, bender if you also didn't practice like dual wielding swords?
Hey, Zuko's fine. He's a good firebender.
I don't know if he's
Oh,
as
look
good
at him
as Azula
smiling
though.
like that. Yeah, when you stole his stuff in the middle of the night, I
You
imagine, sis.
asshole. Oh, it's a deer pig. Aw.
Oh.
Uh-oh, who are these?
Oh no. Uh-oh, they know he's... They know.
Oh,
Do
shit.
they know? Do they know that he's, Fire Nation?
I don't know about that.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh.
shit. Oh,
Hello.
shit. Oh, shit.
Hmm. They don't like Zuko. They don't like Zuko.
Oh, flashback.
Oh, hello.
You never see, the
Hello,
Fire Lord
Mom.
and his wife.
Oh
Uh-oh.
no! Iroh had a son! Oh no! That's why Iroh thinks of Zuko as his son, Hunter. That's why.
It's
That's
okay.
why Iroh takes care of Zuko like his son, because he lost his son.
Oh, believe me, if you think that's sad, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh dear. Oh, his dad's gonna go? Oh. He gave him the dagger.
Aw.
Look at the little deer pig. That's so weird.
Oh, shit.
I don't think so. Well, he lost his son. Of course he'd want to go home. Well, yeah. No. Oh, dear. Oh, Zuko has empathy. We stand. Wow! Oh, boy, yeah! You get her! Oh, yeah! Maybe you should
I
do something about that!
Burv the
What?
psychopath.
So this is Grandpa. She just wants to be acknowledged as, like, value. I kind of feel bad for her a little, because, like, as a kid, if they're training Zuko and doing all this stuff, and she gets a doll instead of a knife, like, you know what I mean? That's
Although
just
she is a
unfortunate.
little psychopath.
Yeah, she's but maybe she wasn't like that originally. She's, like, 8 years old, so she's already had time to, you know. Oh, yeah, because she's Azula, because he's a Zulon. Oh, he frowned.
I'm sad. Everybody, I'm a little but short and stout.
What is he?
Doing the same thing. He's like, oh, fuck a duck.
Oh,
that goddamn useless Bic lighter of a grandson.
Oh no!
Oh,
no!
Azula. Uh-oh.
Did the mom just not notice?
Did.
Okay. Yeah. He does have a point, though. They can't necessarily keep a monarchy unless Iroh fucks. And we do know Iroh fucks. That,
For now.
What if they killed him on purpose? Like, what if they got his son killed on purpose? You know what I mean? Oh, wow! So he's like actually good. He has a moral compass.
Oh, they're afraid.
Well, okay, yeah, something's definitely
Azula's
wrong
still
with
watching?
her.
Okay.
Hello? Oh, wow!
Uh-oh.
Grandfather's, harsh a little.
He's a motherfucker.
Oh, hello, Mom. Oh, wow! Yes!
It was my psychopathic
Queen!
little shit of a daughter. Who are you? Oh, shit.
Oh, he reminds him of
Oh,
Mom.
shit.
Mom reminds him of Mom.
Oh.
His mom. That mom reminds him of his mom.
Oh, this is very samurai-esque.
Y'all are about to get fucked. Do you think he'll fight with knives, or will he fight with fire? Ha ha ha, like what is he gonna do? Who do you think you are?
Running and leaving skies.
Anyway.
Little to know that song was actually written about Zuko. Little known fact. What kind of accent do we got? Oh, shit. Oh, without even taking the sword out of his sheath.
That kind of reminds me, in a strange way, of some of Adam's attacks.
I guess so, yeah. He bops people. Should have punched him in the throat. Oh, fuck. Really have a poorly constructed staff there,
He's
dipshit.
done everything but firebend, and I kind of like that. Not that he could just fire out of the air, I guess, Cut off his belt!
Oh,
Make
he's
his
an
pants
earthbender.
go down!
I forgot
Go
that he
down.
was an earthbender.
Whee!
To my left. Someone might...
I love that.
He got a lift sword. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
He's okay. What's behind him?
The rocks were, when he was twisting around. Ah, shit!
Knockout.
Have y'all considered... Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no! She died for Zuko because they were legit gonna sacrifice him! Oh my god! I didn't think he was that serious, like, grandpa. I mean, that's a very harsh lesson from a questionable, morally gray person.
But is that what happened?
No, I think she just left. And pretended. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, boy! Because she just disappeared into the night. Oh, no! He mad.
Shit.
I... Oh, moms are just like that. Wow! Well...
I'm fully clothed, apparently, with boots on.
Oh, she got his knife. That's so random.
Oh, shit.
She just disappeared into the night, so I guess Granddad didn't kill her. And what if they killed Granddad on purpose? Like, what if Zuko's dad killed his own dad on purpose? Parallel to when Zuko will kill his dad later, question mark. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of South Asian cultures, white is the color of mourning. That's an interesting...
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know if that's good.
I don't know if that's what he said. Or what he wanted, but okay. So I bet he killed his own grandfather so word wouldn't get out and told everyone that this is what they wanted.
It's
you know
only
what I mean?
ever, like, you know, suggested, which I thought was quite interesting.
I bet that's
I like how
what
that man has a rock just in case. So that was widely believed to be the best episode of Avatar?
Ever? Yeah.
Widely considered.
I'd fuck with that. I would say that's accurate.
So you would,
I think we should talk. Okay, so let's actually talk about this. Like, let's just talk about this, okay?
So that's widely agreed to be the best episode.
Why Azula's mom just let it go for this long. But I think, here's my hot take. I think it's two things. I think she's a natural born psychopath. Like, let's
Azula's a motherfucker.
Yeah, she's like naturally that way. But I also think maybe it's possible that it has to do with, like, I guess just gendered conditioning that she has clearly rejected. Like, hey, Zuko gets a knife. You, Azula, can have a doll, which I'm sure is, like, well-intentioned by Uncle Iroh, but, like, she doesn't want to fuck with dolls, all right? She wants to fuck with knives, all right?
She want to fuck up people.
Yeah, and so, like, that's sort of the thing, is I'm pretty sure them treating her like a girl and maybe like, oh, like, she's off playing with her girlfriends. Meanwhile, Zuko gets, like, lessons about the war. Like, I feel like that made her tilted from a young age because she had this sort of desire.
Thirst for violence.
A thirst for violence. Like, I don't know, just something like that. And so, the question becomes, all right, so that's the first part. I think that, like, it's nice that Zuko and the mom, like, were there, like, we're together, like, in the scenes. She disappeared, though. She didn't die. She left.
So
here's, I guess, we'll progress, but so you sort of see Azula and how much better she is. I mean, I don't know. I guess let's just, like, go scene by scene, I guess. But, like, and then you see the stuff with Mai and Cartwheel Girl, whose name I can't remember, and they're going to be relevant, so that makes sense. But you sort of see that Zuko kind of sucks compared to Azula a little bit. I mean, obviously, he's gotten a lot better, but she took it really serious.
But also now she knows thunder and can do
also,
blue
I feel like Grandpa, right? Grandpa's just like, "Oh, Azula, you're so great, just like me." Like, she literally says that. You know what I mean? And so there's that sort of thing, too, is that you see the dad favors Azula more, and he doesn't care about firstborn shit, because he even says, listen, he has second child syndrome. Yeah. All right, he definitely does. And he's like,
my second child is better than my first, and I'm better than my older brother.
Exactly. And so I feel like that's conditioned into Azula as well, right? Whereas Zuko, I think, is more like Iroh. And Zuko, you see, has a lot of empathy in his childhood. I'm like, he's just probably sad because he lost his son. You know what I mean? He doesn't buy into the shit that is being told to him. So there's that. So let's, like, go back to Mom leaving. Everything I've done to protect you, right? And so there's sort of the implication that if we don't know if Azula was lying, I think Grandfather was serious. And at first, it's interesting because it's in a very moral gray area, where at first we were like, yeah, Grandpa, get him! He doesn't deserve, like, you know what I mean? He can't drag Iroh like that. Like, that was sort of, we were like, yeah, get him! But then kill Zuko, and you're like, maybe not, but at the same time, I don't know, like, I don't know how, like, because Grandpa, is probably not any better, right, because he's starting the war, but at the same time, you sort of get this almost Christ-like situation, like, Jesus-y situation, or at least biblical situation, where, like, because in the Bible, like, the firstborn son of the Pharaoh dies because they killed all the firstborn boys in anticipation
Ramses'
for Jesus
son.
Or whatever. Yeah, so they
for Moses.
Moses, yeah. And so they kill Ramses' son.
Yes.
This is all like Prince of Egypt and half of Catholic school, by the way, so I can't tell you exactly. But I feel like it's almost, like, it has a weird sort of biblical sort of undertone like that, at least to me. Like, I don't know if that's... like, kill your firstborn situation, or the firstborn dying, and so because you said that Iroh should be replaced, you must pay retribution with your own firstborn. And so the question sort of becomes, why did the mom leave? Right? And so I would suggest that Dad, so the new Fire Lord, he killed his own father because he was like, fuck you. That's why he died. Remember, Mom is like, he's in the greatest of health, you know what I mean? He said, like, they say that, right? And I don't know how true that is, or if that's just, like, a little white lie, like, on the part of the mom, but he died very suddenly, and he seemed to be in good enough health to raise some hell yesterday, so you kind of have to think, okay, he definitely killed him. He definitely killed his own dad, because he didn't get what he wanted, which...
But it's also, like, how does... I'm realizing this now, like, how does her escaping or her leaving, how does that save Zuko?
How does it save Zuko? I think that here's a progression. I think that Fire Lord Grandpa said to kill Zuko.
Azulon.
Yeah, Azulon said to kill Zuko, gave that order, and the Fire Lord was like, no, bitch, you're gonna give me what I want, and killed him. And that's why she left. I would say that that's the progression of events. Everything that she's done to protect him isn't like, oh, I left so your father, you know, because I thought that they were going to kill her in place of Zuko. I thought that's what she was doing. But I think it's more like everything I've taught you, like your empathy and your, you know, the life lessons that I give you will save you one day. I feel like that's what she was saying, whereas Azula, it's like...
Which that lines up really well with the A-plot when he's being empathetic towards the boy.
Yeah.
What I love about Zuko alone, less about the flashback.
And so that's sort of what I think. I think that the mom leaving is just like, my husband killed his own dad. Like,
I'm out.
Bye, right? And so I feel like that's why she left. I feel like her leaving was in direct response to the Fire Lord killing Azulon.
Absolutely.
So I think that's it. So do they confirm what interpretation is right?
They don't confirm, although you do end up learning what happens to
the mom?
Zuko's mom.
Okay.
Not in the show, however. In a comic book that happened afterwards.
So, here's the thing.
Yes.
I guess that's the question. Is it something that I should only learn at the end?
It works better.
Or should you tell me now?
Well, here's the thing. I read the comic book, but I also read it years ago.
Okay.
Probably in
You need
excess
to
of 5
refresh,
years ago.
basically.
So I have a general idea of what happens.
Because that's
but
sort of my...
You can
so
read
she
it
never
after.
comes back in the show.
No.
So she just fucks off?
She leaves. She's an
But what
absence
about when
in
they
Zuko's
win?
life.
When they win, she could be like...
I don't know. Maybe you're going to have to watch Avatar to find out what happens there.
Because, like, okay, we talked about this before, but the problem with Korra is... I said this before... Someone just...
No,
hello?
that's me.
It's just like, I heard... Hi, like, hello.
No,
like,
that was
from-
me moving
It's the
your
ghost, like, what?
pregnancy
Okay.
bench underneath you.
Yeah, I'm not pregnant, guys, okay? It's just
meant
a
for a
stool.
pregnant
It's meant
person.
for a pregnant person. Because, what was I saying? The only reason Korra is doing things is because things are bad. And so, obviously, at the end of Avatar, not everything is Gucci, I guess. I mean, I don't know what sort of adventure she goes on, but, like... You know, I don't know. Like, I don't know what she's doing.
Because
but
Lord
I'm just
knows I
saying,
had those exact same questions when Korra first came out.
So I was like, okay, so that's sort of the thing. I think there's also a parallel here. Hunter's trying to keep a straight face because we're looking at each other, whereas before he's touching his nose and doing all these other things to signal to you guys. But yeah, so here's the thing, right? How am I supposed to explain this? It's a parallel, I think, because Zuko will kill his father, like Fire Lord Dad killed his father, but for completely different reasons. Unless
because they always talk about Aang defeating the Fire Lord.
Unless Azula does it.
Azula kills the Fire Lord?
Yeah.
Okay.
Azula kills her dad.
You look at that psychopath and you're like, you know what she... Oh, wait, that's an interesting idea. Wait, she kills her dad.
Yeah. Azula kills her dad, and then she's the Fire Lord.
Okay.
And so, I don't know, because they've been keeping the Fire Lord sort of shrouded in shadow.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, I feel like Azula's like partly this season and then partly next season villain. Sort of like the Commander was like the season 1 villain.
Yeah.
I feel like that she will be disposed of, like they'll get rid of her eventually, right? I don't know if she'll last to the end, but it would be interesting if she killed her own father because, like he killed his father, she wasn't getting what she wanted, and she was like, my dad's fucking weak. Everyone's weak sauce in this family.
Everyone's
I'm the
success
only
in
one
this family.
who can do anything, and
I guess I'm
feel
gonna
like
have to murder everyone.
maybe. Possibly. And I know that they say that Aang will do it, but I feel like at least the final blow you should give to Zuko to just, you know.
I'm surprised you don't want to talk about the Zuko his story in the village, because I feel like that's the most interesting part for me.
I mean, this is Zuko's backstory.
Yeah, I don't know.
think this random family, yes, was interesting for a sort of a parallel sort of thing, but I'm not surprised by his actions in the village is sort of what I should
I don't think
say.
I think that was an interesting point, that everything, when she says everything I've done for you was for your own benefit, that is his empathy, and we see his empathy when he's working with her.
I got little
And you also, I really love that because it shows, I guess just how terrible, it's a very I mean, I think the whole show's anti-war, but I think that episode particularly is poignant, is that there is nothing good that comes from it. People become like vicious animals to one another. Yeah,
because even these people, they aren't soldiers. They're just the stand-in guards for the village, and they're totally abusing their power.
Yes.
So that's not good. But yeah, I mean, I like his interactions with the kid. Like, I really like that. But I kind of hate it, and I kind of like it. Like, the kid's like, no, I hate you, and doesn't take the knife. Because I get it. But it's also
you see, like, the arbitrary... I think its point is that war is arbitrary.
Yeah, and there's an arbitrariness to these divides. I know that they're divided because
Zuko's...
they all bend differently, right? Like, there's a Fire Nation made up of firebenders. Like, it sort of makes sense to separate like that, but at the same time, it's like... you saw his actions before and you loved him and you hailed him as your hero, but as soon as you find out where he's from,
but he also represents you know, the people who killed his brother, the people that met.
I'm just saying that it's sort of like you should judge someone on their current actions, not based off of their
I think that's what what they're saying.
Yeah.
And that people don't in war. That at the end of the day,
it just matters
we're still
which side
humans,
you're on.
but because of arbitrary boundaries we put against and how we other each other, that we decide it's suddenly okay to butcher each other.
Yeah, because if Zuko never firebended, he would have been the hero of the town.
And this is
He also he's also like, I'm Prince Zuko, second of name.
Yeah.
Born in fire and blood. I don't know why he did that.
Because I think that's him being like, show some goddamn respect, because that's him being like wanting respect. Yeah. But I think this is a really important turn for his character, because he's beginning to internalize the idea that we're not so different.
Yeah. I think so.
That's what's, I think, so excellent about this episode.
I think that it'll be interesting for him to get back with Iroh, because obviously he's gonna get back with Iroh. But now knowing that Iroh like lost his son,
well, it's in
the war,
rough.
like that makes me so sad.
You also see that Iroh just gave up fighting, because before he was laughing.
He
was laughing about burning people, and then now that's a very different Iroh.
I think that changed his entire perspective on life.
The death of his son really changed him. He was a lot more mellow after that.
Because it's fine when you're winning.
Yeah.
But then when you lose someone, you understand how the other side feels when you're laughing about burning people. So, yeah, it's definitely very different, and I like to see that too. I like how the Fire Lord still sort of shadowed in some of the things. I do like the morally strangeness of the grandfather, because at first we were rooting for him, right? And I mentioned this before, but we were like, yeah, stick it to him. He doesn't get to usurp the throne. And then when he's like, oh, you won't kill Zuko, and that's my punishment for your insolence.
But then again, was Azula telling the truth?
That's a good question.
I
think so. She stayed.
Okay, yeah.
She stayed the whole time.
That's true. That is true.
So, I would say that was her only true part. And she also said that Mom left, and that was also true. And so, yes, Azula lies, but...
Azula's just a psychopath.
Does she lie?
Like, you want to know what's really interesting?
Sure.
Is that instead of doing... So they ended up doing the movie.
Right.
The Warner Brothers or whoever movie, and it was meant to be the first of, like, 3 movies, except it was terrible. It was god-awful, and they only did the one. And they did that movie. They were started pre-production around time of the beginning pre-production of the 3rd season, or the planning of the 3rd season. And they wanted to do a 3rd season and a 4th season.
Of
and have the show end at the 4th season. But because of the movie, they had to end it on the 3rd.
Oh.
Which is why some people think the 3rd isn't as strong.
Because it was rough.
Yes, but people believe, or no, they said that in the 3rd that they were going to have an Azula redemption arc.
Oh. That's weird, though. Because Zuko...
Because Zuko had his famous redemption
arc.
Yeah,
it was the Zuko.
His, like, beloved...
Pulling the Zuko.
Yeah, and now people call redemption arcs pulling a Zuko because it's so good.
Which is a problem I talked about on Twitter, because people are saying, I wish that Adam Zuko... No, honey, okay, I just watched this season. It is fresh in my mind. Like, there is no indication. They earned it.
Zuko earned it?
Zuko started... okay from the beginning. You understand what I mean? Like, from the very beginning of the show, in my opinion, you can tell he is not the target villain, if that makes sense. You can tell that he is on a sort of an anti-hero sort of direction.
He's troubled.
Yeah, exactly. And so I'm like...
Adam was never troubled.
Y'all are stupid.
Adam was more Zhao. That Adam was in charge and he knew exactly what he wanted.
Yeah. So there's that. And Cinder, to be honest, reminds me a little of Azula, but Azula's a bit more well-written.
Oh, Azula's
excellent. Clearly. But yeah, I think that's all the time.
There is, like, a part of me is really excited for the Netflix show because they'll be able to
so what if they do 4 seasons in the Netflix show and it's still by the guys? Yeah. Right.
Yes, and also maybe in that we get to see the Azula redemption arc.
I don't want to see
But a lot of people,
to be honest,
when people heard that, when they released that information, we're like, yeah, we were considering that.
How would they redeem? I feel like, here's my
Although
opinion.
Maybe you'll see that when you see the 3rd season.
It would be good for them to make a 4th season, but not include that. Like, just make the 4th season that they were going to do originally. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We had the Legend of Korra, so. And the comics were pretty dope. I haven't read them all. I only read the
Anyways,
one.
Time to go. See you guys later. Bye. Thank you for watching, and thank you to our wonderful patrons over on Patreon who support the channel. Their names will scroll through now.